Hope you are not tired and bored until this part of the course. If you have any questions, make sure to share them with us in the questions section and we will answer them all. Be energetic with us until the end of the course. Well, we can say that the VLOOKUP function is the main and most used function in Excel. After this VLOOKUP function, if and some functions have many uses. VLOOKUP is equivalent to vertical lookup, meaning vertical search. This function searches for a value from the first column of a table and returns the corresponding answer from the desired column and shows us the result. This function has 4 parameters. The first one is lookup value, which is the amount or value that is to be searched and can be in the form of a number, text, date, cell address, and etc. The second one is table array. This argument indicates the search location and must be in the form of a table that has the authority of a database. The value of the first argument must be searched from within a table. The third one is call index noun. You must write a number in this argument. This number represents the number of the column from which you want the answer to be displayed. And the last one is range lookup. This argument is optional and determines if the function doesn't find the exact value of the first argument. What did it return? This argument has 2 options and can be false or true. So, as you can see, this is a schematic view of the VLOOKUP function. The red cell to be searched. This is the place where the red cell is supposed to be searched. The search area is a gray table and the search operation is performed from the first column of this table, whose color is orange. Because our goal is to obtain age, then in the third argument of this function, we must put the number of the column that is related to age from this table. And the final answer is at the intersection of row 4 and column 5. It means green cell. The VLOOKUP function has some points that will be mentioned in the examples, but I will tell you some of the most important points of this function first. Note that VLOOKUP does the search from the first column of the data table, not from the first column of Excel. The VLOOKUP function does not find a duplicate value, and if it's duplicated, it displays the first value. For example, in this table, the code 1201 is repeated in the first column. So, we expect Excel to display the first value related to the first person, not the next person, when searching for 1201. And the next point in this function is that capital or small letters are not important in the search of this function, like Alex or Alex. Well, in the VLOOKUP function, if you don't enter the last argument and write the function with 3 arguments, Excel will execute the VLOOKUP function assuming that the last argument is true. So, my friends, pay attention. In most cases, the last argument should be written as 0 or the word false. The next thing is that the phrase you want to search for is numerical. Pay attention that do not write it inside double quotation marks, because when a number is written inside double quotation marks, that number takes on text mode and leaves the number mode. And the last point is that VLOOKUP only searches forward and cannot search backward. My friends, please be careful, because in the forward search mode, the direction of the Excel sheet is aligned with the direction of the data table. Therefore, the VLOOKUP function can search from the first column because the contents of the column are the same as the value to be searched. So, the search operation is done easily. Dear friends, your feedback is very valuable for us. So, if you are satisfied with the course up to this point, please share your comments with us. Now, let's go to the example. In the previous example, you were somewhat familiar with the concept and use of the VLOOKUP function. In this part, we want to get acquainted with some examples of its use. Suppose here we have a table in which personal information is included. Now we want to show us the name of the relevant person based on the entered personal code, according to the information in this table. As we said, the VLOOKUP function is a vertical search. So in this part, we write the formula equal to VLOOKUP. In the lookup value section, that is, what is the thing we want to search for? We choose this code. Now, where should it search and show us its information? From the table that serves as a database for us. So we select the complete table. Now, in the call index num section, we must enter the colon number. What do we write this formula to look for? The person's name. See, in the previous part, we mentioned that in this function, the colon number is based on the colon number of the table, not the entire Excel. So here, the colon number is the name of table number 2. The point here is that you should not select the desired column. You just enter its number. Now in the last part, if we put the number 1, it means true. And if we put the number 0, it will be false. True is approximate search and false is exact search. And we should use exact search most of the time. If you leave this field blank, Excel will read it as true and perform an approximate search. Now, if you press enter, you will see the name of the relevant person will be displayed. Dear friends, in the previous part we said that VLOOKUP searches forward. Suppose in the same table the personal code column based on which we wanted to search for the name was before the name column. If we want to enter it in the formula, the first column will be the name column for us, and VLOOKUP will search from the names and doesn't show us the correct result. So, the search in VLOOKUP must be forward and not backward. If your table was designed like this, you either need to solve it by combining multiple functions or move the code column. Sharp n/a error. This error means not available or not found and is displayed when the value we are looking for is not available. For example, in this table, we want to search for code 1205. As you can see, this code is not in the table. So, when we put this code in the formula, it shows us this error. The next error is the sharp ref error. This error means that the reference was entered incorrectly and is displayed when the third argument of the function is a number greater than the number of columns in the data table. For example, here the number entered in the third argument, for example 9, is larger than the number of columns in the table, which is 8. And it displays the reference error. Another error is sharp value error. This error occurs when you enter a negative number in the third argument. For example, if we enter the number 1 here, you will see that this error is displayed.